Our final topic, Taylor Swift. Australia has gone mad for the music megastar. Her 7 concerts across Melbourne and Sydney will generate $140 million for the economy. Last year, she broke the record for selling more #1 albums than any other woman in history. She sold an estimated 114 million albums worldwide, racked up 26.1 billion streams on Spotify in 2023 alone, and is worth a whopping $1.1 billion US. So our final question for the jury, is Taylor Swift overrated? Joining me now is Swift superfan Peter Deppeler from the Kyle and Jackie O radio show, and the very brave Caroline Marcus from Sky News, who is refusing to get caught up in the hype. Hello to both of you. Thank you so much for joining us on the show. Well, Pete, you're a big fan. You got your Taylor Swift.
Got
you're
the Swiftie.
repping the merchandise already.
Got the bracelets ready to go.
Why is she so big?
She is so big for multiple reasons. Facts is what matters when it comes to Taylor Swift for the jury to understand tonight. 14 Grammys. Huge. 4 of them for Album of the Year. No other artist has done that. So she's done the hard yards when it comes to her being musically, right? The Eras Tour, it generated nearly $1 billion. This is the only tour in the world to ever do that. Last year, it generated $5 billion for the US economy. They reckon it's going to hit about $200 million here in Australia, which is just awesome for Australia, right? 600,000 Australians are going to this concert. They're coming from all over Australia, internationally as well. People are flying in overseas because they couldn't get tickets from Tokyo, New Zealand, didn't get a concert, all that sort of stuff. Major airlines, they've added 164 new flights for people to get to Sydney and Melbourne just for this couple of weeks that are going on here as well. Taylor Swift's flight from Honolulu, people could track that on Flight Tracker, right? Now, the most a flight had ever got before was 1,500 people. 15,000 people were watching that flight from Honolulu to Australia. It's absolutely crazy sort of stuff. Some fans could not even get a flight, right?
No.
So they were, I don't know where they're getting the money from, but chartering their own planes just to get to Sydney and Melbourne. The popularity is there for her. 90% of the hotels, they're booked out.
They're booked out.
You can't get a hotel room. No, it's absolutely crazy. Australian beads companies, as I was saying, they've excelled here. Like, it's crazy.
The art and craft sector is going nuts for Taylor Swift. She's
done the hard yards. She's there. She's a music artist of our time. And she's worth it, absolutely.
Yeah, she is. Well, Pete made a good point, Caroline. So 600,000 people will experience her shows in Melbourne and Sydney. That is a whole new generation. I mean, surely, you've got to say, she's making a big impact.
The argument is not whether she is a big artist or even an artist of our generation. The argument is she overrated? And let me take the jury through some of the facts to argue that she is. And let me acknowledge too, Danica, what you say is absolutely right. I feel braver talking about against Taylor Swift than any other highly political topic I may have argued in my career. I think I'm going to attract some abuse from those unhinged Swifties online, I can guarantee it. But let's talk through the facts. She won Grammy Album of the Year 4 times, first artist in history to do so. She broke the record held by Stevie Wonder and Frank Sinatra. She broke Elvis's record for most weeks at #1 on the Billboard 200 as a solo artist. She's been Time Magazine Person of the Year last year. Let me talk through some other people who've got that title. The Pope.
Yes.
Obama. Trump. The researcher who made a huge breakthrough in AIDS research. Even Hitler. If you, the jury, come to the decision today that Taylor Swift is not overrated, you're basically saying she's better than Stevie Wonder and Frank Sinatra. Her music is better than Elvis, and she will be remembered for generations that way. And she has as much power and influence as Hitler, as Obama, as Trump.
Peter!
Haters gonna hate. Honestly, Caroline.
I mean,
the jury is smart enough to know that's actually pretty ridiculous to compare.
But these are facts.
I mean, they're absolute facts. But it's a bit of fun. Taylor's a bit of fun.
But it is a bit of fun. But does she deserve the honours? There are now 10 classes.
She does. She's done the hard yards. You brought up the fact.
No one's denying the fact that she's done the hard yards.
Fact.
There are currently 10 classes in US college campuses devoted to Taylor Swift and classes comparing her to Shakespeare. I'm sorry, but haters going to hate is not.
Yeah, that was my line, but anyway,
for example, so we've got Pink, another global megastar. She's down under at the moment. She's dedicating 6 weeks here, and she's had training. She does all this trapeze work, a lot of acrobatics.
Yeah.
Taylor's only doing her few shows in a week.
Few shows, 86 costume shows, 86 costume changes, all up cosmetically on the show. She's working her butt off, you know, even to the point when she wrote her own music, someone else goes and releases it, she has to get it back. She just re-recorded everything else for herself. This is how much of a hard worker she is. I know it's only, I shouldn't say only music, but look, she's done the time and she's done a great job and it's all fun. She's got the economy moving a bit too.
She has, which is interesting. Let's go to the jury, see how they're feeling. Michael, are you a Swiftie?
I'm not.
Why?
A number of reasons. I think it's a carefully curated image, like having a look at her behave at the Super Bowl and the way she was carrying on. I think she's got a team around her who tell her how to act to get the maximum amount of exposure without being sincere or genuine.
Yep.
And I hate Travis Kelce.
Fair enough. I mean, he's made a bit of a mockery of himself this week.
Don't worry,
Sean, do you like Swift?
There's anything to go by, he won't be alone.
I think she's totally overrated. And that's 100% at odds with my wife.
Yeah.
So there's many debates that go on with that sort of thing. But I think, Pete, you need to just shake it off, mate.
Anna?
Well, I think she's overrated. There's the idolatry here.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah, she's
what
got
about
the
Anna?
talent.
Anna up the back.
I think she's overrated too.
Do you? Why?
Well, like you're comparing her to all those other famous people. Like, she can't be compared to Elvis. And she can't be compared to ABBA.
What do you reckon, Pete? Tough crowd.
Look, tough crowd for sure. But you think about it, this is our Beatles, Michael Jackson, maybe ABBA moment of this time right now. We loved, you know, the footage you see of the Beatles coming into Australia was just, this is what's happening now. And it's all a bit of fun stuff. Overrated? No, she's not overrated.
Is she really bigger than the Beatles?
Oh, that could be debatable. But I'd say she definitely 100% is bigger than the Beatles.
You reckon she is? Cara, do you think she's bigger than the Beatles?
Absolutely not. And are we going to be saying those lyrics in generations to come? Are our children's children and their children going to be listening to Taylor Swift songs?
We might tell them to shake it off. We might say, shake it off, kids, shake it off. All right, you've both had your say. It's time to call on the jury. The question is Taylor Swift overrated? You have 10 seconds to deliberate. Okay, time is up. What have you decided? All yeses and 2 noes. So, Pete, you got a tough crowd today.
Can you swear on this program?
They all reckon that she's overrated. But Susan, you like Taylor Swift?
Yeah, I'm 50, and so I haven't sort of caught up with all her music, but some of her early stuff I really liked. Yeah. But I don't I think she's like a hard-working woman, so I don't think she's is overrated.
No, fair enough. And also Craig at the back, you like Taylor Swift?
I've got 3 girls, so I'm not game enough to vote.
Absolutely.
And got to remember, she's gone from country music originally to pop music to rock music. She covers most genres. But not voting against my girls.
No, look, fair enough. And look, the Super Bowl was incredible this week.
Yeah,
it was like
great.
this Taylor Swift effect, they're calling it. It was the most watched in US history. Yeah. Surely that's had a good impact.
It was the most watched TV broadcast since the moon landing. Again, is Taylor bigger than the moon landing?
Yes, technically you're right. Yeah, she's very much bigger than the moon landing. Yes, 100%, darling.
Have you got tickets? You going?
I've got tickets next Friday night.
I'm guessing you're not going.
Most definitely.
No,
I'll be home on the couch.
Here's my friendship bracelet anyway.
Oh, there you go. Friends after all. Pete Deppeler, Caroline Marcus, thank you so much for joining us.